Hi Virgo, welcome to June 2018. This is an exciting month for you. Right at the beginning of the month, for everyone, there is this gorgeous grand water trine. And it's especially sweet for you because with Jupiter in Scorpio and Venus in Cancer, both of them sextile you, pouring positive energy into any planets you have in Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and so on. And it forms a grand water trine to Neptune in Pisces. So this is a wonderful energy going into June that can have you in the cosmic flow, feeling like you're in the cosmic flow, that you are making things happen. Things are going your way. You're riding the wave. The wind is in your sails. I love this energy for you. Now, the Sun will couple with Mercury on June 5th. Pay attention because there could be important insights for you on that day that have to do with your destiny in the world, your profession, your career. I said profession. Profession. You are professional. So there could be a new business opportunity coming in here for you this month, a new business proposal. Things are really cooking for you in the career and work front. Of course, love too, because you get the grand water trine happening in the area of friends who could become lovers, lovers and friends. And but I really like what's happening in your professional life as well, because you have this amazing energy going on in here with the Gemini new moon on the 13th. Now Mercury will enter Cancer on the 12th, and then you have the new moon on the 13th. And that is a fresh start for you in the area of your career legacy, the work that you do in the world, your status in the world. Could be a marriage proposal for some of you. It doesn't have to necessarily be business. It could be, a sweetheart, where you get engaged to the one you love. It's exciting. It is, very interesting energy. Now, Mercury does oppose Saturn at the time of the new moon, and Mercury is your ruler as well as the ruler of Gemini. So we have to pay attention to what happens to Mercury when he's the ruler of the new moon in Gemini, and he is in very hypersensitive Cancer. So we're going to see more emotion around this very airy Gemini new moon, which is not so much emotional. It's more light energy and intellectual, mental energy, fun, communicative conversation. And so when you have Mercury in Cancer being opposed by Saturn, this could have people, like I said, very sensitive, and we want to be careful with our words of what we're saying. Are we going to help or are we going to hurt with this? Are we going to empower or are we going to disempower? So we want to make sure that we are actually aware of our intentions. Be aware of your intentions around this new moon. It is a wonderful new start for you in this area of your career and legacy in the world, profession in the world, work in the world. And it's a wonderful time to start something new, launch something new, begin something new at this wonderful new moon for you. You get one new moon here and one full moon here a year. And so having this new moon here for you, is incredibly beneficial with, some sort of financial deal or a new business proposal. And maybe that's, why Saturn is, there saying, make sure you look at everything, make sure everyone's pulling their weight, everyone is, walking their talk, and even when, and there could also be like arguments that come up, because with the opposition, we can have differing perspectives. And so we want to find that middle ground with people where we can harmonize with each other and come to, a nice agreement. Venus will enter Leo just right after the new moon. So you have that new moon in Gemini, and then Venus enters Leo, and that brings you to behind the scenes. It really is time for you to have some guilt-free fun and adventure this month too. So you don't want to make it all work and no play. Right at the beginning of the month, you've got that gorgeous grand water trine, the first weekend in June. Make sure you're taking time, to have that guilt-free fun and adventure, guilt-free. And then, of course, on the 17th, we have Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there in YouTube land. Happy Father's Day. Then Neptune is going to retrograde on the 18th. It's a very subtle energy. Most people are not going to be aware of this shift in the cosmos. You may be, because you're, so spiritual and aware. And it is in the area of relationships, which can be, maybe someone from your past coming back. There is that possibility. And then we have Happy Summer on the 21st. The sun enters Cancer, and we have summer solstice going on here in the Northern Hemisphere. Yay! And winter in the Southern Hemisphere. And the sun will sextile Uranus on the 23rd. So this is a great time for you, because you're really, all about what's going on in the world with yourself, like what you're doing in the world, where you're networking, where you're connecting. It's a very social time for you this month and next month. And it's time to, get yourself out there and make things happen. Now, the big news this month is Mars taking his turn to retrograde. He retrogrades every 2 years. So it is kind of a big deal, because he is the planet of action, energy, passion, desire, initiative, sex. And you are Aquarians when it comes to your work. So Aquarius rules how you work, how you take care of yourselves. With him retrograding, and he's going to be camped out here for 5 months, you will be restructuring your daily routine with a special focus on what makes you happy, healthy, and whole. This is what I teach in my academy, which is launching May 30th, is whole self living. Years ago, I was very much promoting best self, best life living. And then everywhere I looked, everyone was saying it. Now I've come to a place where, of course I want you to live your best life, but really what I want for my students is to live your whole self. To be your whole self, not part of yourself, not just the best part that you show to others, but your whole self. Really embracing your whole self. And you're going to have an opportunity to, and that's May 30th, and the links are below, to really look at how you empower yourself, how you take care of yourself. Am I living my whole self? Am I too hard on myself? Am I too much of a perfectionist with myself? Really reevaluate how you are taking care of you. Because without you, there's no discussion. It doesn't matter what's going on in the career or the money or anything else. If we don't have you happy and whole, then that's where we need to work. And yes, the abundance is really important too, and that's why it's the masterclass is The Wealthy Goddess, because it's about empowering you and your financial freedom, your financial wealth. And it comes from living your whole self. So this is an opportunity to really look at the best use of your energies at work, and as a leader in what you do, as a leader among your colleagues, and as a leader in the world. Your leadership is highly focused this month, here in June and July, with these moons. Now we have the Capricorn full moon on June 28th, and that one packs a punch. Now for you, it trines you because Capricorn is your sister sign. And you have Uranus in Taurus, which trines you as well. And Saturn and Uranus are still trining, so they're forming a grand Earth trine to your early degree planets in Virgo, which is phenomenal. Once in a lifetime type of energies at your disposal to manifest what you want in your life, to manifest new business, new products, new relationship, prosperity, all of it. And this Capricorn full moon is coupled with Saturn. It's sitting there with Saturn and it's opposing the moon. Now what makes this a bit rough is Chiron is T-squaring it. Chiron is in Aries and he is, challenging both lights, the sun and the moon, as well as Saturn. And for some of us, it is going to flush out the past pain that we might have been carrying. For you, it can have to do with trust issues or intimacy. Who do I let in? Who do I trust? It can also have to do with financial obligations that you have. Whatever comes up, and we got to watch the anger issues because Mars rules anger. And when he retrogrades, there can be anger that comes up from the unconscious that surprises us, that we didn't even know was there. And it can have to do with your past. It can come from past lives. It can come from betrayals. It can come from that sense of injustice where you were accused of something in a past life that you didn't even do. And that feeling can come up where, you're accusing me of something that I didn't even do. And where's the justice? And that kind of feeling can come up. Now remember, these things come up for us to release so that we can heal and fill with light. That is the intention. And Uranus is in positive energy flow with both lights as well. Uranus is trining the moon and sextile the sun, sextile. And so even though we're getting the stark reality, you could be getting the stark reality about a romantic connection or something to do with your work that is, something around the creativity of your work, the progress of your work, something you're working on. It can have to do with a child. It can have to do with, if any of you are teachers, with a student. It can have to do with, someone in your life, a friend even, that you've come to this realization about, something about them, about the way you connect with each other. And for some of you, you will need to complete that. You will need to either move on from that or, take the relationship to a higher level where you resolve this stark differences or conflict that Saturn is bringing to light. Saturn, all of us, we wrestle with him because he's such a tough teacher. She's such a tough teacher. It's not like the planets have sex, have sexuality. We just label them male or female. As humans, that's what we know. Saturn is, the Lord of Karma. He is the guru's guru. He's the teacher's teacher. And he puts roadblocks in the way. He puts challenges on the path so that you have to rise up into your full mastery, so that you have to become your whole self to accomplish what you need to accomplish, to achieve what you want to achieve. And he is the one that gets you to where you want to go. He is the one that delivers you to the success that you want. And he will not block success. He will not block someone who is striving to achieve great things in their life, in their work, in their families, in their relationships, and so on. He is very active at this Capricorn full moon, which has to do with also emotional responsibility. And we need that because there is this emotional energy happening here with Mercury in Cancer for most of the month. He enters in on the 12th, and then he enters Leo on the 29th. But I don't see that as a great relief, because then it can get dramatic. You did what to me? And so on. So we really want to, cooler heads will prevail. Detach from the drama. Don't get caught up in other people's drama. Step away from the drama. Ground yourself. Be centered. Stay focused. That way you are using this energy to achieve your goals, because you do have this amazing new moon in your chart, in that area of your, destiny in the world, your profession in the world, what you're doing in the world. And you want to be able to take advantage of that and stay focused on, new job opportunities, new career opportunities, new start in what you're doing, moving up in what you're doing, launching something new, networking with the right people who can help you. Remember, it's not stress for success. It's not stress for success. It's being patient, doing the work, doing what you're responsible for, and letting go of the rest, allowing others to carry their own load. That's another message with the Saturn energy in here, at the Gemini new moon and at the Capricorn full moon. If you're trying to fix, save, and rescue others, Virgo, you could be taking on their karma, and then you don't feel as good, you don't have as much wealth, you don't have as much energy, and they're not getting the lesson, and they're not rising up and becoming their whole self because you took their initiation away from them. Remember, if family members or people you love or like are struggling, that's where they're supposed to be, because that's how they gain self-mastery and become their whole self. Otherwise, they're going to have to reincarnate and just keep repeating the same lesson, because we've been interfering with their ability to master that lesson. So be aware of, what is my karmic responsibility? What is your karmic responsibility? Just because I can do this for you doesn't mean it's right for me to do this for you. Doesn't mean it's the best thing I can do for you. The best thing I can do for you is make the most of myself and role model that to you. If you come to me for advice, that's different. I'll give you my best advice. However, I know you have it within you to solve this problem. And encourage people that way. I know you have it within you to fix this. I know you have it within you to figure this out. And hold them in that light. Hold them in the light that they're resolving it. They're finding solutions. And they will. For those of you open for love, heck yeah. I mean, you could be meeting a new friend that becomes your sweetheart. You could be meeting someone at a distance. You can, it's available for you. There could be an age difference, because Saturn's in that area where they're, older than you or younger than you. It doesn't matter, because if it works, that's all that matters. If the relationship makes you happy, that's what matters. So don't, focus on differences. Focus on, wow, this person adds value to my life. This person makes me feel better. And I'm not going to focus on our differences in backgrounds or ages and all that other things that really don't matter. And allow it for it to happen. For those of you coupled, really plan something that first weekend in June. It would be a wonderful time for you to, take a vacation and get away, go on an adventure, and just celebrate your life, celebrate the relationship. Money looks good. Money is definitely improving. Money is increasing here. I mean, you could even have a windfall right at the beginning of the month, and it stays strong because the sun is in there, Mercury is in there, your ruling planet. And I just see it increasing for you. And that's money you make from the business you own, or money you make from the company you work for, the organization you work for. Very good. Career is just stellar in here this month. It is an excellent time for you to focus on business, focus on money, focus on work. Yes, Mars is slowing down, so we slow down. And we heal our bodies, and we move more slowly and deliberately. But we never stop business. If we wait till all the planets are direct, Wall Street will work 2 weeks out of the year. That's insane. So we need to, yes, slow down. And if you're going to launch a new product or service or start a new job, it would be wonderful if you could do that before Mars goes retrograde the 26th. He'll be retrograde till August 27th. However, once he's in his retrograde motion, you can take a job. You can start something new. You can't wait until everybody's in the perfect alignment. I mean, unless you have time to wait until January of next year, that will be the next window of when all the planets are direct. And if not, then this is the time to move for you, because you've got the energy at the top of the chart in the area of your destiny in the world, your status in the world, your profession in the world. And for some of you, you could be getting engaged this month or next month. And, what are you going to say to your partner? Oh, I can't marry you right now because Mars is going retrograde on the 26th. Or I can't take that ring right now because Mars is going retrograde on the 26th. No, illogical. And so work with the energies. Spiritually, take that time to meditate. Take that time to be outside, walking barefoot. I like even putting my hands right in the dirt, grounding myself in the dirt and being covered in it and just loving it. The sense of earth and groundedness and grounding into the earth and feeling all that energy from Gaia coming into my feet right up through the crown chakra and so on. This is an amazing month for you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plus-ing my videos. Virgo, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I'm launching my new academy on May 30th. And my masterclass program, The Wealthy Goddess, it's all about your financial empowerment. And I have a live webinar on the 30th, and I would love to see you there. So until next time, Virgo. Wow, what a month for you. I see success everywhere.